It's really quite simple. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
When you see this in your kitchen,
The stainless steel fridge is covered in fingerprints.
you hear this.
Leslie, people are going to think you were raised in a barn or by wolves, or raised in a barn by wolves.
Fortunately, Wyman Stainless Steel 3-in-1 cleans, shines, and protects to give you the best shine. A spray and a wipe will have your fridge shining like a mirror.
Wow, my fridge looks brand new. Your fridge looks amazing, Leslie. Sorry, I was being a little dramatic earlier.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by KFC. Starting tonight, an air quality alert is in effect for the listening area. Today, a chance of showers and thunderstorms with mostly sunny skies, highs near 88. Tonight, patchy smoke and mostly clear skies with a low around 65. Currently, it's 79 and overcast. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
The Colonel's cooked up a new $10 bucket of the day just for you. Monday, 24 nuggets for $10. Tuesday, 8-piece fried chicken for $10. Wednesday, 10 wings for $10. Thursday, 8 tenders for $10. Friday, 24 nuggets for... Ooh, you guessed it, didn't you? $10.
Finger licking machine.
The $10 bucket of the day deal. Every weekday. Only at KFC. It's finger licking good.
Prices and participation variable. Supplies last. Not available on third-party ordering platforms. Tax extra.
Fitting in shouldn't be hard, whether in life, on the court, or in the classroom. At Elgin Community College, you could find your place alongside those expanding their horizons, exploring rewarding careers, and achieving their dreams. A place for doers, thinkers, and believers. At ECC, we see you, we believe in you, and you'll fit right in. Learn more at elgin.edu/belong. Ready to tackle your junk piles? Call the Junk Luggers. From old furniture to entire cleanouts, we do the heavy lifting. And here's the best part. We rehome and recycle as much as possible to keep it all out of landfills. Feel good about your cleanout the green way. Call 1-800-LUG-JUNK or visit junkluggers.com today for your eco-friendly, stress-free service.
And welcome to our 2026 FIFA World Cup show here on WRMN 1410. I'm your host, Graham Boeder, here with my co-hosts
Don Jose
and Andrew zooming in.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Hello, Andrew.
Can you see me?
Yes.
Yep.
You like those colors underneath there? Look at this. Look at this.
Is that Ferrari? I don't even know.
Oh my God. Yes, it is.
Okay, I thought so. I'm not perfect with my cars.
That's okay. We'll teach you. We'll get you there.
We have 2 games left in the tournament. How crazy is that to you guys? It's been so awesome having it in the U.S., having it in, Mexico, Canada, just
Atlanta.
All the passion that's come through everywhere.
It's the best thing ever because for months before the World Cup, all we would hear all over social media is it's failed, it's outrageous with the prices, all this type of stuff that you would hear to bring it down. And all of a sudden it's become, I think, if not the best, at least the second best, which would be to the 1994 U.S. World Cup again. So there you go.
I mean, I heard about people saying that they would want to boycott it, crazy stuff like that.
Why?
I mean, because ticket prices and because they didn't, obviously things that were going on in the USA, they didn't think that we should be hosting it. So I think that it's nice that we're kind of able to prove everybody wrong to a level. And and I think that it's also nice that the world, I feel like most of them at least are able to come together and say, let's put this aside because that's not what the World Cup is. The World Cup isn't finding every little bit to hate on. The World Cup is enjoying things that you do have and enjoying the world coming together.
It's a worldwide game.
It really
And
is.
I think that there was quite an awakening to a lot of the people that came here because they enjoyed themselves. They took a lot of bottles of ranch back with them, or tried to. And then I think the other talk was this whole thing with air conditioning and how we seem to have air conditioning everywhere. I mean, they drink Boston Dry.
Yeah.
I didn't think that was true, Andrew. I didn't think that was true.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Listen, anytime there's something like this, you're always going to have the naysayers. And these are people that don't even know anything about the game. Okay, it's about politics. It's not even about the game anymore. They're just trying to stir the pot. Look, the Scottish were here. They had a great time. The Norwegians, everybody. And they're still enjoying it, okay? You'd think that those stadiums today are going to be filled with people from England and France. It's not going to be. The majority are going to be people that live here that are going to go to enjoy that, okay? Same thing's going to happen with Argentina and Spain. A majority of the people that are going to be in those, they're Argentinians by, maybe they were born there, they live here now. But a lot of them are going to be people that live here that are going to be going to those games.
Yeah. So I think we ended off on the round of 16, and we obviously the semifinals is our most recent game. So I think we'll go through the semifinals, and then we can also with that, we'll go through the two teams. We'll go through their games before that in the quarterfinals because we haven't covered them yet. So I think we can start on Tuesday with France and Spain. We'll just start first with how they got there. I believe France beat Morocco 2-0.
2-0 with Mbappe.
From Kylian Mbappe and Ousmane Dembele.
I can't believe
it was actually it was a good game. I enjoyed that game.
I did too. It was a very good showing from Mbappe because he started off with missing a penalty. It was a huge chance.
Yeah.
I believe they ended the first half 0-0. And then he came back, scored a brilliant goal, went back, became pretty much the best player on the pitch. You know what I mean? Took over the game as he always seems to do. Or at least in my opinion, he did.
Have you guys noticed that pattern in a few games where the star player takes a penalty, misses, and then all of a sudden he goes on to just destroy and just bring it home? I mean, look at Messi did it with Argentina.
Exactly. I mean, I think it fires you up a little. You know what I mean? You got to get your get back. If you're a star player and you miss at the big stage that this is, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
You got to find your get back, and these players are so good that if they're gonna miss such a big chance, they're gonna get it back in that same game. You know what I mean? They're not gonna miss again.
We talked a lot about Morocco, right? We talked about it throughout this whole series, and they are who they are. They were very impressive. They played a very strong game with a strong
team,
sort of. Like a plan. They just their ball movement, ball management, and look, you played against France, which is a better team. I mean, when we look at what we got going on right now, there's 4 teams left are the top 4, as far as FIFA ratings go. I mean, for whatever you want to put into those ratings. So Morocco did very well. And I'm happy for them.
Yeah, definitely. And then we go to the Spain side before we get to the game between the two. And Spain beat Belgium, I believe, 2-1.
2-1.
Mm-hmm.
Who scored in that game? I know it was Charles D. Ketelare scored the first goal against Spain all tournament. I know Ruiz scored the winner. And then it was actually Marino off the bench again, wasn't it?
I think Marino. Yeah, it was Marino off the bench.
Marino won the game late against Portugal, and then he comes off the bench again and wins against Spain. And the thing for me is that midfield is so talented. I mean, obviously you have the Arteta fact that for some reason he decides to play the midfielder Marino at striker. But besides that, obviously, you have Mikel Marino in the midfield as a backup option. You have Olmo who can start, Pedri you can start, Rodri can start, Oyarzabal, Ruiz. There's so much talent in that Spain midfield. I think that's what, if anything, can win them a game against Argentina. We'll obviously get into that. But they just have so much, heaps of talent. They can get anybody off the bench. They can get fresh legs in. And I think that midfield controls the game, and if you have so much talent there, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could put a team together with guys coming off the bench, and they would perform, right?
Exactly.
Yes.
I mean, That Spain team's so deep, and I think that's the problem with Argentina. Like, maybe they have one or two guys who can come off the bench, and you're a little comfortable with it. Maybe Julian Alvarez might, or Lautaro Martinez might not start and come on in the second half if they need a goal. But that's the thing for me. Like, Argentina aren't deep at all. They don't have numbers and positions. Their defense, their midfield is honestly a little weak.
Well, now, what, you want to get into that right now? Or you want to?
Well, okay, we'll wait. I know I kind of dived into it a little.
Because here's what I will say. I've noticed with Spain, it's a different style than it was 4 years ago, 8 years ago. Before we saw,
it's bound to be.
We saw very much a ticky-tack, which is a short pass, in and out fast, where I think this time I'm seeing that it's sort of opened up more.
Less possession-based, more and more kind of attacking it.
And more of attack, right? And so, I mean, they'll get you from everywhere. And they are what they are. They are Spain, and they are an excellent team. And I'm going to tell you, that's a program that has developed many years of failures and many years of learning, and that's bringing in talent off the streets, teaching them, keeping them in programs that involve not only their soccer but their education. And France does the same thing. If you look at the France system, the Spanish systems, when they train with the teams that they have there, these clubs, education through the school, it's all intertwined. So it's like these kids are handpicked to be who they are and develop the way they are. And I'm going to tell you, the coaching is a big part of that, right? You have to develop coaches.
Gotta have good coaches.
Okay, if you don't develop good coaches, then you're not going to have good players.
I mean, look at Portugal. They're a team full of stars, and they weren't coached right, and they flopped, to say the least, at the tournament.
Right. Correct. And that's a big part of it. I think that's a huge part of it is the programs. I mean, that's a falter that Italy has and some of these other teams. Even Germany, you see it where they got away from those type of systems and those type of programs.
Yeah, I think we can start to move to the actual game between France and Spain in the semifinals, where Spain ended up winning 2-0, or Yazabal scored from the spot in the 22nd minute, and Porro ended up scoring, would eventually seal it in the 58th minute. France just had no answer all game. That was the thing for me.
It takes a team like Spain to bring out the flaws of a team like France.
Yeah.
Okay. Downtown, you saw it.
That defense.
Right? Exactly. So you saw the difference. You saw where, look, if you put even a Morocco or Senegal, whatever, against France, you're not going to see it. It's once you get into these higher quality, higher levels, that's where you're going to see it. And Spain showed us exactly what you said, Downtown. They were able to maneuver in and out of that defense. And interestingly, I thought at the beginning of this tournament that Spain had a flaw in their defense.
Yeah,
and
a little
whatever
bit.
they did, they corrected it.
They sure did.
Completely.
They shut down Mbappe, and I thought that man couldn't be stopped.
And completely. I mean,
completely. He wasn't even.
They shut down Dembele. They shut down Olise. And I also think that for France, I'm a little worried about them because people don't realize how big a coaching switch is. You know what I mean? How big changing your manager can be, because they've had Deschamps for so long and he's been so successful with them, and then you go out and change
the game plan.
Zidane now with Deschamps leaving the national team. And it's not just because France are a talented team, it's going to be completely different. They might not be
That might break up the team.
We'll see how Mbappe plays, because Mbappe's been a player where people have been talking about him like maybe Mbappe can't play at a club level without making the players around him worse. But Deschamps has done a very good job at making the team better with Mbappe on it. So how's that going to change with Zidane at coaches? Zidane's obviously held, you know what I mean, lots of egos in one little environment. He did it at Madrid. He held so many great players in that team. They won 3 Champions Leagues in a row.
Yeah.
But can he handle Dembele, Olise, Doué, Barcola, all with Mbappe in the attack?
All the egos?
That's my question.
I hope not.
He started criticizing the coach.
I would love to see France not do well and fail. I'm not a fan.
So, I mean, you shouldn't be.
Right?
They do it every year.
And if you don't mind, can you please get rid of those stupid little white collars around under their jerseys?
Going on the jerseys now.
I mean, down, I wasn't sure if they were going to play soccer, or if they were going to some kind of a wedding or party or something.
A fancy party. But
Right?
I was just really surprised that they stopped that guy in ball, and then he started criticizing the coach. Like you were saying, Andrew, we got to play our game, and they start playing. They start playing different. That's when they lost it 2-0.
Yeah, to me, in a way, I feel like France looked a little wasteful. Like, they didn't have good chances, but when they did, I feel like they just passed them on as they'll get another chance. And eventually, at the end of the game, you could see, like, I believe, like, it was like Mbappe got, like, a shot from outside the box. Obviously, it's a tough one, not one that you would expect him to score by any means. But when it was just, like, earlier in the game, they would have just went by with that, like, whatever, it's just another shot. But in the long run, those were the type of shots they needed to get. I don't know if you guys saw they had like a mistake out the back, and Doué got it, and he hit it like right into the keeper. Just not a good effort from that range. Like that was honestly the best chance I saw for France all game.
Yeah.
They didn't look good off the
Again,
bench.
Look, when you put a team like Spain out there and you have to deal with that, it's going to force your strategy to change. It's going to force your game to change because you don't have a choice. They're addicted, right?
Yeah.
And that's what Spain did. And that's what Spain does well.
There's one thing that it may come down to for me, and something that I've been looking at, and I just think it's kind of crazy because it just doesn't make sense. And this is same thing with happening with Portugal. I realize that with both teams, and I think this could be a big part of why they both lost. I mean, obviously France went a good amount farther than Portugal, but France keep changing between Bradley Barcola and Desiree Doué in their wing spots. They obviously start Olise, Mbappe, and Dembele. But they obviously have another position because you can play a left winger, a right winger, a striker, and a cam. So you basically have 4 attacker-ish players at least. And they have 3 of those set, but they keep going between the 2 PSG wingers. And I feel like even when one of them has a good game, Barcola and Doué, I think both have good overall tournaments. Even after one of them has a good game, they switch it up. And I get maybe it could be because of the team that they're playing, but it just doesn't make sense to me. I feel like you got to be more consistent, and the players got to be consistent with who they're working with. And I feel like it's the same for Portugal. How who was it? Rafael Leao and João Felix kept going in and out. And it didn't matter who had a good game. It just felt like they were going out just because whoever was quote unquote supposed to be better due to their matchup. But in my opinion, if someone's hot, if someone's playing well, you keep playing him.
That's right.
João Felix works well with Ronaldo. Say that, then you play him. If Rafael Leao's been creating the most chances, you play him. Does that make sense?
Correct.
That does make sense.
Yeah, because what happens is each individual is going to perform differently based on who he's matched up against. So you're as a coach, you're looking at the other team, you're looking at who they're putting in and who's on the right, who's on the left. You know or should know the strength and weakness there. And so you decide, okay, do I have a guy? Does the other team have a guy that doesn't necessarily have the speed? So I put a Leao in. Do I put, is it somebody that has speed? And I need somebody that's a little bit more different type of skill because Leao's got some foot skill too. So you got to sort of balance that out and see what you have. And guess what? There's teams that just don't have it. And if they don't have it, it is what it is. And that's why you're not in the tournament anymore.
Yeah, and I have a question for both of you guys. What have you guys been thinking about Lamine Yamal this tournament? Obviously, that the Spain are in the final, but I'm not very convinced with his tournament, how he's played so far. I think he's been decent. I don't think he's obviously scored only 1 goal, but I do think like his impact's been bigger than that.
He's doing a lot of little small things.
But at the same time, it hasn't been a World Cup final level World Cup year for Lamine Yamal, if that makes sense.
So
he's like a general out there.
What he does downtown, you had just said something. You said something about, say what you just said.
The little things, right?
Yeah, the little things. The little things.
Okay,
besides the scoring, but just the little things.
And 100%. And he has been doing that. And he has been positioning. He has been moving. But what he does is he pulls an additional player to him. So what he does is instead of a 1-on-1, maybe even a 2-on-1. And
that's what Messi does.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's the biggest strength of a guy like Messi. And where you see these guys, they're not running, they're walking, they're scanning the field, they're constantly watching.
No, but just their presence can take
their presence
can take someone else out of the play.
There you go. You force a 3-on-1. guess what you just did? You just opened up, the center area. So,
Exactly.
Yep, leave it.
Because they have to
leave the gap
focus
open.
out wide on Messi or on Yamal. And that's how Argentina honestly got to the final, especially. And I guess, as you were saying, the same with Spain, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about Argentina once we get to Argentina.
Okay. Well, I think
All
it's, as we're going to start to move on to the other quarterfinals, semifinals, all of that, I think this is a good moment to say that next week will be our last show, at least for the World Cup. You know what I mean? Who knows if we can do other sports. We'll figure that all out. But we will do one more World Cup recap show. I think that's going to be lots of fun. So you guys should tune in again, everybody watching. Also, if you guys want to call in or text in, once again, we love having people join in. The phone line is 847-931-1410. Once again, that's 847-931-1410. And the text line is 505-926-1410. Once again, that's 505-926-1410. Call and text in. We'd love to have you guys.
Well done.
Well done.
You got to remind the folks, and you know what? Got to get these people to call in.
Yeah, definitely.
Call in, people.
Just do it, guys. We've had very few callers this year. We would love to have some more.
I almost didn't make it in over there this morning. I had a little visit with my buddies at the ER last night, but I'm okay.
Good.
Yeah, I hope everybody's okay.
Yeah.
If I can fight through this and be on the show for you guys need to call in and start texting.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
Right. That's right.
Just do it like Andro.
Right?
Uptown Andrew.
There you go, buddy.
That's right.
I wanted to mention that, a lot of the MLS has started up again, and then we're going to, so there's games going on there. I know the Chicago Fire just picked up Lewandowski, who is a big name, big star. And I can tell you that you're going to start seeing some of the summer type practices and friendlies. So if you guys have piqued an interest in the game, I would start looking for that, because I'll tell you what, it's fun to watch. Whether the talent is not the same here as it is there, and I think actually MLS has come a long way, and I think the games are exciting to watch. But it's still fun. So I would definitely, you guys watch a Seattle Portland game, the stadium's packed. I mean, they're crazy over there. So
Yeah, it's crazy.
Get into it.
Yeah, definitely. So next week, save the date, because even if you guys tune in all the shows, next week's going to be the best one. We're going to recap the World Cup. Maybe we can do like some awards for the best player, best goals.
Best defensive guy.
Hopefully we can get Andre back in here. Hopefully he feels better.
Yes.
You got to have Dave T stop cursing me.
He's confused. He's not even paying attention.
You're a little bird.
Yeah.
He's got to start bringing the donuts back in, because he stopped bringing the donuts.
He has them right now.
Man.
He's got him right hand, Drew.
Hey, I'm sitting here working the boards for you guys. What do you want me to do? Come on.
You're the best. He's the best. But, yeah, no, I think it's been awesome, and we got to keep it going. I think we can talk about other things and other sports as well and have some fun. I'm going to teach the young man over there about Formula One, so he understands what.
Ooh, Formula One.
Wait, who's your favorite driver?
Oh, I can't say, because he's not driving a Ferrari right now.
Ooh, wow.
He happens to be driving a Mercedes right now, and I'm hoping we could take him away from there.
I know a few drivers, but I don't like focus on it.
Yeah, Antonelli is a 19-year-old phenom, and he's driving for Mercedes, and he's just.
Is he like Lamine Yamal?
He is the Lamal of F1.
All
19 years old.
Man, that's talent right there. 19.
Yeah, right?
I know Hamilton, Verstappen, Lando Norris.
Right.
I think those are the guys I know. I need to learn my stuff a little bit more.
Formula One, yeah.
It's a lot of fun, man. It's awesome. It's that Indy. Yeah, I love it. But we could talk. Listen. We could talk baseball. We could talk football. We could talk whatever you want. I'm not so big on basketball, but
UFC.
If you want to talk about basketball, we could do that too.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
You got to remember, Andrew, we got Fantasy Football Blitz coming back this football
That's
season.
exciting.
You know, so
Can't wait for that.
I'm in, brother.
Couple of weeks off, we can bring you into that.
I'm in, brother.
All right.
I'm
wanna
tell
do
you
that
guys
too.
something right now. the Bears are winning the Super Bowl.
Oh, there's a bold prediction.
That's a take. I'm excited.
That's
for that
a bold
one.
statement.
It's you. Listen, bet on it.
Hey, Jose will pick some crazy, stupid team like he always does on everything.
Calm down, Skippy.
The Jets.
No, but it's going to be a good upcoming season. It really is.
Yeah.
I love it.
Don't count out the Patriots.
Yeah, and we only have a few more minutes left, so I do want to make one last point, and that is that if you're watching this show, once again, if you're going to watch the last show, just want all the Americans out there who might not watch soccer regularly, who might have kind of made this a one-time thing, don't make it one of them.
That's right.
Keep enjoying it. Find a club team. Find a player you really like. Keep enjoying soccer because it's such a cool tournament, but it's also just such a cool sport overall.
And get some jerseys.
All right.
A lot of soccer jerseys.
We'll see you guys in the second half. Boeder on Sports. Call in or text in.
I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley. This update brought to you by Progressive. Wildfire smoke from Canada moved into northern Illinois, creating unhealthy air quality conditions across Lake and McHenry counties Thursday. The poor air prompted closures and cancellations, including early shutdowns at Six Flags Great America, pool closures, and canceled outdoor events. Health officials warn the smoke can be especially dangerous for children, older adults, and people with breathing or heart conditions. Residents are being advised to limit outdoor activity, keep windows closed, and monitor air quality updates. Officials say more closures or schedule changes could happen as conditions continue to be monitored. An Elgin man will spend 16 years in prison after being convicted of drug-induced homicide involving a fatal fentanyl overdose. Prosecutors say Liddell Walker Sr. delivered narcotics containing fentanyl in September 2023, which led to the victim's death. Text messages and phone calls presented during trial helped establish Walker's role in the drug delivery. McHenry County State's Attorney Randy Freese warned that those distributing fentanyl will be aggressively pursued and held accountable. A fire at a Naperville home caused an estimated $100,000 in damage Tuesday afternoon. Firefighters responded to a residence on Williamsburg Drive after a 911 caller reported a smoky smell. Crews found smoke and a small fire in the attic before quickly extinguishing the blaze. All occupants escaped safely and no injuries were reported. Officials determined the fire was unintentional and the home was still considered habitable. A Broadview man is facing felony charges after police say he burglarized York High School in Elmhurst. Investigators say Henry Ponder entered the school through an unlocked door and later an unsecured window in June. Police say surveillance video showed him spending about 3 hours inside, entering classrooms and taking clothing and a backpack. Ponder was also accused of pulling down his pants while inside the school. I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley.
From the FIFA World Cup to competitive business environments, grand ambitions lead to game-changing achievements. At Bank of America, we're there to support businesses at every step, providing insights and expertise to help you gain an edge.
He shoots, he scores!
What would you like the power to do? Explore winning business solutions at BofA.com/gamechangers. Bank of America, official bank of the FIFA World Cup 2026.
I'm David Ortiz. When I lost my mom, she was only 46, and I lost my dad to cancer. It was the worst pain I ever felt. It made me think, what will happen with the people I love when my time is up? That's why I have life insurance. Ethos makes it easy. It's all online, take about 10 minutes, and you can get up to $3 million in coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/save. That's ethos.com/save. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
At Britain's Touchless Car Wash, they know life gets busy. That's why they're here 24/7 to keep your car looking spotless, fast, and easy. Their advanced brush-free wash technology delivers a sparkling clean without a single scratch because they treat your car like it's their own. Here's the best part. Right now, you can get a free car wash just for joining their text club. It's simple. Just text BRITT to 30400, and your first wash is on them. Britain's touchless car wash has 2 convenient locations, 1923 Larkin Avenue in Elgin and 555 Willow in West Dundee. They're proud to keep your car clean while giving back to our community. Text BRITT to 30400. That's BRITT to 30400. Now for your free car wash, and see why Britain's touchless car wash is the fast, gentle, and reliable choice.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Starting today, an air quality alert is in effect. A chance of showers and thunderstorms, with mostly sunny skies and a high near 88. Tonight, patchy smoke and mostly clear skies, with a low around 65. Looking ahead to Sunday, more patchy smoke with sunny conditions and a high near 82. Currently, it's 81 and overcast. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
The Colonel is the king of chicken. That's why he's always had a beef with beef. But on Wednesdays, he's squashing the beef by frying it. KFC Country Fried Steak is here for only $4.99. Crispy golden outside, tender steak inside. Served with peppery gravy, mashed potatoes, coleslaw, and a biscuit. At last, the Colonel and beef buried the hatchet in gravy. Get the $4.99 Country Fried Steak Wednesdays for a limited time only at KFC.
Prices and participation may vary while supplies last. Not available on third-party ordering platforms. Tax, tip, and fees extra.
And welcome back to Boeder on Sports here on WRMN 1410, our World Cup radio show. Sorry about the YouTube for anybody watching on there. We did have to reload the chat so everybody can talk in. I do think the stream was working. I hope so. Tell us if it wasn't, because we did have a little bit of technical difficulties here. Make sure everything's ready. Back up by tomorrow. Obviously, everybody listening in, we would love you guys to call and text. Just another reminder, obviously. If you want to call in, it's 847-931-1410. Once again, 847-931-1410. And if you want to text in, it's 505-926-1410. Once again, that's 505-926-1410. So, do you guys want to hop into our second semifinal game in England-Argentina?
Yeah. So the YouTube's all going and everything's in order, right?
Everything's working. We just had to reload the chat so people could talk to us.
I want to do a shout-out to my buddy, Joe Watring, who's listening in and watching in from Oklahoma. My old soccer buddy over at Lake Park High School. We played together 4 years, and he was one of our badasses on the team. Joe, call in, brother.
What's up, Joe? Oklahoma.
Jose, man. All right, so we're going to go into England, Argentina. We're going to go into how they both got there. So England beat Norway 2-1.
2-1.
A late extra time goal from Jude Bellingham, his second of the day. I think it's very interesting. I forget, you guys remember the name of the player that scored for Norway? Here, I can pull it up very fast. It was Schlederup. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that, but he scored an absolute worldie. Failed cross, no idea, but.
I'm sure you guys have all seen this, right? You've seen that constant replay of the horrendous non-pass to Holland when he was wide open in the center.
From what was it, Strand Larsen?
I can't say that. I can't say their names, so you're gonna have to do that for me.
Sorloth.
Yeah, I mean,
he was one-on-one too. He didn't take the ball straight. He cuts in and then doesn't play it to Holland.
That was the most selfish.
Yeah. It wasn't just selfish, it was stupid.
Like
yeah, it was silly. It was silly.
Like, if you're selfish, you just take it to the goal. You don't even give Holland the tap, and you just take it to the goal.
Right.
He didn't take it to the goal. He's a wide open lane to get to the goalie, and he cuts in. It's generally one of the worst plays I've ever seen in professional soccer. I generally have no clue how a professional did that.
The opening that Holland had, that was a guaranteed. I'm going to say that was a guaranteed goal had he made that pass. And I'm telling you, he should be feeling it right now because that was stupid.
Maybe his head wasn't in the game. You know,
No, his head was in the game.
moment.
His head was, it's called ego.
Ego?
Okay? It's called, I want to be the guy scoring the goal.
Okay. That makes sense.
He could have done it. He could have scored the goal.
Come on.
He had the goal in front of him. He could have done it, but it's not just that he had ego. He just wouldn't
Yeah, you're right.
take it straight.
Downtown, if I was the coach, I'd be, you see me on live TV chasing him out in the field. With a baseball.
You're right. See, that's a cost in the team, man. You know, your egos. It's a team effort, man.
Stupid.
Yeah, that's
Stupid. And England deserved to win that game anyway. I mean, they played well. They were a better team on the field that day.
There was a while where I was concerned, though. I will say there was a while where England had most of the possession. Norway went and scored a goal, and I'm just like, this would be the most England way to lose a game ever. And they did do the most, and then they did actually end up losing a game in the most England way ever in the semis. But we will get to that. But
weren't you the same with all the England games for the most part? I mean, come on.
England
Every
are
game
England.
they played, there was always that closeness, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy to me because I obviously don't know as much about Norway's coaching as other teams because they don't have a star-studded coaching staff as France do, as Spain do, as Argentina do,
The top good teams.
as even England that they're playing against do. But I mean, to get Norway as far as they did, it had to be good coaching. So I was beyond surprised the fact that their extra time substitution was taking Erling Haaland out. It made no sense. You need a goal, and you sub out the best goal scorer in the world?
Yeah. I think that a lot of that had to do with frustration on Haaland's behalf, and I think
But he wasn't hurt, was he?
No, he wasn't hurt. He just was
Could have kept
disgusted.
going.
He was disgusted, is what he was.
Haaland walks all game. He wasn't tired by any means. I mean, he's got to be a little bit, but he wasn't gassed.
No.
I'm about to crash out again, man. What were Norway doing that game?
I honestly think, look,
For
he was
England to lose,
disgusted. He was upset.
I would be
And
too.
it was starting to affect his mindset. And
Frustration?
Yeah, come on. You don't do that to a player like that. That's stupid.
That's
And
unprofessional.
Andre, your friend is in the chat. He thanked you for the shout out. He said he's trying to figure out the technology, but he did thank you.
He's a military IT technology guy. If he can't figure it out, we got problems.
Come on, Joe.
That's amazing.
Bombs the wrong way, Joe. Well, listen, England, they are who they are, right? And they played their ability, but every game you watched England play, there was always what you said, okay? You said it. You said, is this going to be another one of those where they just fall? And that the last game they played, obviously, everybody wants to talk about the referees and the VAR, blah, blah, blah. I'm telling you guys something right now. I'm so sick and tired of all that BS.
Yes.
Okay, it happens. Yeah. The coach made mistakes. England, now, here's something I'm going to say. A lot of people are saying that England got that goal and then sat back. No. It's not that they sat back. They just faced Argentina.
Yeah, they got
And Argentina, downtown, you got to agree with me on this.
Mm-hmm.
Watching Argentina was watching pure art.
Yes, the ball movement.
At the end of games, I feel like watching Argentina has kind of been
They know how to win at the end of the game.
I mean, come on, you guys. They're aggressive, just like most of the teams on this side of the hemisphere. Just naturally play more aggressive. You saw that with Colombia, Paraguay, United States, Canada. We're just more aggressive, number one. But Argentina, when you watch them play, Messi, no Messi, I don't care how you want it, and he's the general on the field, the passing, the ball control, the management of the ball, the positioning, the triangles, the way that they float in and out. It wasn't England was nowhere near that.
No, and the thing with me is it's crazy because Argentina have not looked good during the tournament. I mean, in their last round, they played Switzerland, and they didn't look convincing at all. I mean, I believe, did Argentina get the first goal? I believe they did.
Yeah, they did.
Who scored it? Do you guys remember? I know my dad definitely remembers.
I think it was Fernandez.
That was against England in their game against Switzerland here. It was McAllister. He scored a header off the
McAllister
corner.
scored against Switzerland.
And then Ndoye scored, and I feel like Argentina should have been a little bit panicked, and then they went down to 10 men, but they were composed. I mean, obviously you're going to have people talking about that. Obviously there's lots of people who don't like Argentina and will
Here,
go on
it's
about.
the recognition that you do have a star on your team, and you use that. That's your tactics. You use him. He pulls players. I mean, come on. Downtown, that Fernandez goal, Messi had everybody literally flanked on the right side.
Yeah,
that guy was sitting there. You know what?
And a perfect pass.
Picnic basket.
I mean, you can even
Could
see
have had
it.
a picnic in the middle
I would
of
tell
that.
you guys, go watch that play. It's a great finish by my Chelsea guy, my Chelsea man, Enzo Fernandez. But watch the goal because it is a brilliant shot. But if you look at it,
my God.
what Messi does there is it's brilliant. He takes in the entire side of the field. Everybody who's covering the top of the box, where it goes after the corners hit out, everybody there comes in to defend Messi on the wing because he's so dangerous. And he sees that and he plays it perfectly. He knows there's pressure coming at him, but instead of forcing it, he waits for that pressure to come so he can open it up for Fernandez. And then you saw Enzo Fernandez. Me and my dad talked about this. Enzo Fernandez had so much time to shoot, and that wasn't because he didn't get a shot off quick enough. It's because Messi let him have all the time in the world.
And a perfect pass too.
Perfected the shot.
And if you look, if you really study that play, you have to understand what Messi gets the ball, and what he does is he moves upfield, closer to the corner, if you will. But he moves upfield. Now, what he does is he takes the whole defensive line and shifts that whole defensive line up with him.
At least 3 or 4 players.
Then
at least.
he turns, moves on his left foot, moves through 2 players back, and has Fernandez, guess what? Wide open. Why? Because the whole defense now shifted up to follow him.
Follow Messi.
Right?
Yeah.
So now Fernandez is in the middle all alone.
All alone.
Kind of like that. We have a great point in the chat from, once again, your friend. He says that Messi, in addition to being a great goal scorer, is a very unselfish player, as he was able to draw a triple team just to get it for Fernandez. And he knew it all along, and I completely agree. You have so many players with egos. I'm a Ronaldo fan. In my opinion, Cristiano Ronaldo's the GOAT. We're not going to get into that right now. But Ronaldo is somewhat... He's a little selfish. And when you're that good as a player, you have to be selfish. But Messi in ways could be selfish. You know what I mean? He's confident in himself. You know, he trusts himself.
I think Messi's a team player.
He's more of a team player than anybody.
And I think he could take over if he wanted to.
As a coach, if I'm a coach, I want my star striker to be selfish. I want them to be selfish.
Be aggressive too.
But if you have a winger, if you have an attacking midfielder, you want them to be the creators on the field. You want them to draw on players for your strikers, for your other midfielders, for your other winger.
Like Messi does, yeah.
Yeah, and so this is when we go back to what we talked about England and the coach, and then how the team sort of fell back and in a relaxed position after that first goal. No, Argentina made them look like they fell back because they couldn't do anything anymore.
They look lost out there.
I mean, Gordon.
Like deflated.
In my opinion, it's definitely on Tuchel. I know they extended him to the Euros, which we'll see how that works out. Gordon scores in the 55th minute. You know what I mean? Second half goal. Who knows? That could easily be a winner. It could easily be a 1-0 game, maybe England pile off that pressure. But immediately Gordon scores, and England just lose everything. Argentina become the team in control, and you cannot do that. I can't even just say it enough. Once you're up 1-0,
but how do you
such a dangerous
pressure
lead? Exactly.
If you can't control the ball.
I mean, they gave away the game. They said, you know what, we're going to start playing Argentina's game. You're the team winning. You're not the team who has to go try to compete with another team. Argentina's trying to compete with you. You're not trying to compete with Argentina. Once you're up 1-0, at that point in this game, it was just a competition of how much longer could you let the clock run. And they ran it out to the 85th minute. Enzo Fernandez scored, and then it went from momentum to Argentina to all the momentum to Argentina. And you just knew it. You just knew that Lautaro Martinez was going to score. You just knew that somebody would. Well, it was bound to happen.
Talk about that. Downtown.
Yes.
We just went over the first goal of Argentina, right? It was pull everybody up and then turn, come back in, and to the feet to the center. Now, the second goal was completely opposite. What he did was Messi receives the ball. He then starts left, pulls right. In other words, starts going up towards the corner. He starts bringing everybody in that direction, right, and closer to him. right? And then boom, makes the cross. Now, listen, when he made that cross, he had to get through 2 guys. Okay, there were 2 guys on him when he got that cross on. He gets it off on his right foot, and Martinez comes in. If you look at that play, he's at the backside, comes in around the English player for the header. Okay, the English player, the defenseman, didn't even see him come around him.
It was a good one, but that one play, he just couldn't.
The thing for me is that Argentina are a good team. Do they have the talent like a top tier team? Like, do they have more talent than Spain? No.
Yes.
But
I think they do.
I don't think they do. And do you think they have more talent?
Yeah, they do.
Listen, I'm
Argentina,
going to put my
have more
boxing
talent.
gloves out with you, young man.
Overall, the Argentina.
I'll hold them down.
No. But hear me out. Not just top players. I think maybe you could say top of the top. You say you have Julian Alvarez, obviously Messi.
Martinez.
You have Martinez, both Martinez, Lautaro and Emmy. You have McAllister, Enzo. You could say maybe they're top half, but Spain are so much deeper. France are so much deeper. Even though teams might be worse, like Portugal. Portugal are deeper. Let's be real. They have more just overall good players. But the thing is, Argentina play better as a team. They're coached well, and they know who their star player is, and they're fine being unselfish and getting the ball to him, and he's fine being unselfish and getting the ball back to them. And that's how they know that. They can trust him, and he can trust them.
I just think they never panic.
No.
Even when they were down 2-0 against Egypt, and then they came back 1-3-2.
That game was insane.
I think that was the best game of the whole for me.
Comeback Kings, man.
Yes,
Crazy.
and they just never seem like they get nervous. They just concentrate and focus.
I mean, yeah, it feels like.
I mean, I'll tell you this.
Went to like 5 pen shootouts, and somehow they haven't went to any.
And we're going to watch the game today, but that game tomorrow
yeah, I mean,
is going to be a game. It's going to be
an awesome game.
Yeah, and you did mention the game today, and David over here, David T, has brought up a good question. Do you know why they do the third place game? Do you think it's for money? Like, because obviously it's a long-running tradition, but at some point it just feels like your team's heartbroken, your team's done in the tournament. No. Why do they have to go play another game?
They're playing for pride, maybe.
So no, it's so besides the pride, obviously.
Though,
well, I don't know if the French play for pride. I don't. And I don't even know how many true Frenchmen are even on that team. But there's obviously different money levels. So I don't know if you guys know this, but like for instance, all these teams that make it to certain rounds, they achieve a money level. And the interesting thing with the United States is that they split their money with the women's World Cup team, and then the women have to split their winnings with the men's. That's an agreement they have. But so what happens is there's a difference in award money from 3rd to 4th place. Besides that, there's also the golden boot. Is it the golden boot?
Yeah, and Mbappe. That's the thing. Like you'd say, Mbappe can't win it now because Messi has more assists, and that's the ultimate tiebreaker. Mbappe, if he scores and Messi doesn't.
Again, you still have a game to play, right? So
that's what I'm saying, though. Mbappe's still in it. Right. Who knows? Bellingham or Kane. I'm not saying they couldn't get 2 goals and tie up the others.
Kane.
Messi.
Now I've seen
obviously in the final
games today where they put in, some of their other talent and some of the guys off the bench, whatever. But look, at the end of the day, if I'm England and I just got my, what handed to me, I'm going to make a point of making sure I go home to England with a 3rd place and not a 4th place, especially if I'm playing France.
Well, knowing England fans, they're going to treat it like it's the World Cup final. So.
Yeah, I mean,
it's coming home.
Listen, they're going to play, and they're playing for the money, and they're playing, whatever. I mean, it'll be a good game. I can't wait.
I mean, it's in my opinion, it's kind of stupid. I mean, I know you want to end it off with a win. At the same time, for me, if you're heartbroken, you just kind of want it to be over with. You don't. Maybe Mbappe wants to play one more to take a lead in the Golden Boot, but other than that, I feel like it's a little stupid. But at the same time, I'll take one more game of soccer. You know what I mean? It's nice. I'm never gonna back down from another good game, especially like a France-England game. I feel like that's one that you have to at least somewhat enjoy.
David T, you're gonna enjoy that game tomorrow when you watch it.
Are you saying that you would rather not have this game today?
I mean, for the players, I don't appreciate it, but as a fan, I'm not gonna go against another soccer game. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna
Plus, that third place, it's got history, right? Since the 1930s?
Yeah.
38?
That's true.
So that's
I
a
don't
lot
know.
of history.
I mean, you know what? I don't know if anybody can do a quick look up at what is the money difference between third place and fourth place.
Millions.
I think that plays a part, especially if you're not Mbappe and you're not, one of the big stars, and not necessarily making as much as some of them are.
I do have to tell you something, Andrea, that I think that I'm a little bit upset that you missed. We went to Italy, obviously. I believe it was last summer, and we went to Milan. And my dad is wearing his AC Milan jersey, and he really wanted you to see it. And
But you could send me a picture.
Okay, I will.
Because he's a good man, your father.
And then look at downtown right here.
Forget about it.
He's even holding up his jersey. He's a fan now. He's an Inter Milan fan.
For you,
who's a
tell
Milan fan?
Andrew.
Downtown?
Yes.
So downtown.
I converted him?
Yes, why not?
Mamma mia.
What is happening? He's become an AC Milan fan? So now you're AC Milan over Inter Milan.
Yes, AC Milan.
Listen,
wow.
I'm going to tell you something. You just got out of the dark side. You just joined the good side, the light.
Hey, really quickly, guys. I'm actually going to be watching my first full in its entirety World Cup Soccer Championship game tomorrow at 2 p.m.
Yes.
on Fox.
Turn off the phone.
We told him, yes.
Turn off the phone, yeah.
During halftime, maybe. And I think that's a weird point. The halftime is rumored to last about 30 to 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
well,
and then I got one
to
more
America.
question, and I'll jump off of your show here really quickly. There's a women's World Cup Soccer?
There is, yes.
Do you guys want to wear dresses and wigs and cover that?
No.
Okay.
We need to have
can I tell you
we
something?
need to guest appearance with Susie 2.0.
United States women are number one.
Yeah, that's a great
So,
point.
yeah.
They're a lot better than the men are, to say the least. Even though
Yeah, and
Yeah, they are, man.
if we were to do something on now, I'd have to learn a little bit. I don't know my stuff completely, but Chelsea also are a disaster, and they have a much better women's team, so I'll take it.
yes.
I'll take winning.
Yes. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on and a lot of things coming up, so it'll be fun.
And then I believe it was Andrea that asked, what's the difference between third place and fourth place? Third place gets $29 million, and third place gets $29 million. Fourth place gets $27 million. So, what do you guys think about
so
that?
yeah,
it's
they
not
are
as
playing.
it's not as big as it's obviously a lot of money. Like when you hear $2 million, it sounds crazy, but comparing those teams, it's not as big of a difference as it seems to
the other
play a
super
game
teams.
against the two. Just give them both like 28.
But I want you to just think about what you just said. You guys, $29 million.
I said it's a lot of. I said $2 million is a lot of money. It just in big soccer international team terms.
But I mean,
million
I'm just talking $29 million
It's
to
crazy.
win third place.
Exactly.
That's not bad.
I'll take it. Can I get on one of those teams? You put me on the lowest team over there. I don't care. Just get me on one of them.
So yeah, and I did say, if you're trying to get into soccer, watch the show. Maybe during if there's a time we could do it. Maybe we could cover some league soccer. I don't know. Maybe I'll be on two shows. Maybe I'll run this one and do fantasy football blitz. But if you're trying to get into soccer, as David Tease is doing right here, shout out to him. He's going on. He's going to watch his first soccer game. We're trying to get him to go. No phone, no breaks, no highlights, no nothing. He's just going to watch his first full soccer game. You know what I mean? You get your break at halftime, but you got to just pull out, I don't even know, like a beer. I don't even know what adults are doing.
I'm actually interested in watching Spain's goalie trying to shut out.
Messi.
And Messi trying to get in. I mean, that's the biggest hype.
You gotta give
That's
him
the biggest
some
hype
players.
I'm having.
You gotta give him some players to watch. Watch Lamine Yamal too. He's the Spain's right winger, so he'll be like the right attacker. He wears number 19, and he's 19 years old. He's like the youngest kid. He was at least. He started at 16.
Watch Fernandez, David T. He's number 24 for Argentina.
Okay, I'll watch it.
Who?
He plays for my team too.
Fernandez?
My club.
Argentina.
You know what? I'm glad you said that, downtown, because actually, to me, I think the key tomorrow is actually going to be Martinez.
That's what that's. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Lautaro?
Let's say it again.
You said Lautaro Martinez?
As much, yeah, I know he plays for Inter. I know that, but as much as I think he's going to be the key to that win tomorrow, and Argentina is going to win. And I hope to God I don't jinx them, but Argentina is going to win that game tomorrow, and he's going to be the key.
All right. Well, that's a bold prediction.
3-1 Argentina tomorrow.
I'm gonna go with Spain. I'm gonna go 2-1 Spain. Lamine Yamal winner.
2-1 Argentina.
All right, make sure to watch the World Cup final. Enjoy this tournament. We'll be back for one more show next week. Boeder on Sports. We will see you guys in the next one.
Take care. God bless everybody.
See you guys.
Be good. Go soccer.
Football.
Before the weather gets too cold, it's time to finish up those outdoor jobs. That's why ComEd wants you to know that electricity can jump from a power line to you and to the tools you're using. So maintain a safe distance from any power lines. You can also call ComEd at 1-800-EDISON-1 to have those power lines de-energized the next time you do any work around them. Stay smart, stay safe, stay back. ComEd, powering lives.
It's easier than you think for pests to threaten your family's health. Ticks, which spread dangerous diseases, hide in tall grasses and even on your pets.